Today, we're going to talk about Vanguard Growth Index Fund Admiral shares, ticker symbol VIGAX. This fund invests in stocks of large US companies in market sectors that tend to grow more quickly than the broad market. This low-cost index fund follows a buy and hold approach and invests in substantially all of the stocks represented in its broad benchmark. The fund's primarily risk, apart from general stock market volatility, comes from the fact that its focus on large capitalization growth stocks may at times underperform the broad stock market. With respect to 75% of its total assets, the fund may not, number one, purchase more than 10% of the outstanding voting securities of any one issuer, or number two, purchase securities of any issuer if, as a result, more than 5% of the fund's total assets would be invested in that issuer's securities, except as may be necessary to approximate the composition of its target index. This limitation does not apply to obligations of the United States government or its agencies or instrumentalities. The inception date of this fund is November 13, 2000. Minimum investment to open this index fund is $3,000. Expense ratio is 0.05%. It does have an ETF. The ticker symbol for ETF is VUG, VUG. Looking at the performance and fees, we have year to date is 10.9%, 1 year is 38.82%, 3 years 10.91%, 5 years is 17.91%, 10 years 15.06%. It has a yield, the 30-day yield is 0.45%. Here's some historical prices graph looking at the 10 years. It's going up. Yeah. So in May 2014, it was $48.15. Now it's around $177.20. There's 208 stocks in this fund, index fund. The PE ratio is 37.3. Here is the sectors. There's basic materials 1.4%, consumer discretionary 20%, consumer staples 0.7%, energy 1.2%, financials 2.4%, healthcare 7.3%, industrials 8.5%, real estate 1.6%, technology 55.8%, telecommunications 0.9%, utilities 0.2%. Here are the top holdings. We have Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Facebook, which is Meta, Google, it's the alphabet class A and alphabet class C, and we have Eli Lilly, Tesla, Visa. There's over 200 holdings in this fund. So if you look on page 2, we have MasterCard, Costco, Advanced Micro Devices, which is AMD, Salesforce, Netflix, Adobe, Accenture, Linty, McDonald's, Home Depot, etc. So if you come to the Vanguard's website, you can look at all the holdings. A lot of the holdings we're so familiar with them. They're very popular in the US and also worldwide. There's also Uber, Texas Instruments, Nike, Boeing, etc. All right. So there's a dividend. It's paid out quarterly. So there's one in March, June, September, and December. So the Vanguard Growth Index Fund seeks to track the investment performance of the CRSP US Large Cap Growth Index, which is an unmanaged benchmark representing the growth stocks of the large US firms. Here's some information about the portfolio managers. There's fund literature. All this information you can get it from the Vanguard's website. All right. It's a great website. You can learn a lot about this index fund, which is the ticker symbol VIGAX. Thank you for listening to me today, and this is James signing off.